Alright, I've got an unboxing to do. It's not the Pro controller here, but so I'm going to unbox it, and I've got the Pro controller box over the address, so I'm going to actually flip it over now that I've shown where it's come from, and I'll unbox it. Alright, so let's get into this. Alright, so let's get into this. See, and there's another hint of where it's from. Ta-da! We have the NES Joy-Cons. Alright, so today they finally came, the NES Joy-Con controllers. Of course, they're in the style of the NES controller. The only difference with these is that they are wireless, and they'll work on the Switch. We've got Nintendo Entertainment System controllers. Alright, anything on this? No, not anything. Just the logo here. And so let's turn it around. It's got some stuff on the back here. How to put them in your Switch so you can charge them. Let's open these up. I'm going to do a link on RGT85's video when he has his video up. He also got the NES controllers, and in his video he is going to open up one of the controllers to do a comparison on how the insides look, if they're any different or if they're close to the same as the actual NES controller. That is with his permission, of course, which I don't see why he wouldn't mind me giving him some props. So yeah, I might actually have to put these in the Switch, because I don't see any lights. So, and there's the sync button, and right off the bat I'm holding these, and it's very it's heavier than I thought. Alright, so yeah, the weight is really nice in my hands. Of course, with being an adult, the controller is small, but that was the same thing with the regular NES controllers, that as a kid it's okay, but as an adult it's kind of really small. But yeah, the D-pad is really nice. The B and A have very nice, feel very nice. The one thing that I do have an NES somewhere, so I think I might be wrong, but I think the buttons are actually smaller than the original, but I could be wrong. The start and select are about the same. They still have that spongy feel, which is to be expected for the start and select buttons, but yeah, it's got really nice D-pad and nice B&A, and I don't know why there's left and right buttons on this, but I don't know. But yeah, that's, and I'm sure the other one's going to be similar. Yeah, these are quite nice. Yeah, the price of them is kind of steep at 60, but yeah. Of course, you got the sync button again. So yeah, these are going to need to be charged up before I can use them, but it's to be expected for something new that has batteries in it. So yeah, it's got this on the back. It's kind of hard to see, but it's got the Nintendo controller. So yeah, and I'll probably, when these are charged up, I'll probably do a little bit of a video showing these working and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to put the box back together and put this back into the shipping box, because I want to keep both of them. So just because I'm weird like that. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I'm going to tack on the me using them on the NES app after they're charged. So until then, I'll see you in about 5 seconds. Alright, so all I did was put the NES controllers into the Switch while it was on, and I think it's when I went into the controller thing, which you can control the menus from the NES controller here. So as you can see, I'm having the outline of the cursor thing on stuff while I'm moving around, pushing stuff. And here's the controllers. It's number 2 because, of course, the Joy-IO started the Switch with the Pro controller, and I don't know. And this button on the back is the release. I said in the video just a little bit ago that it was the sync, but this is actually the button to release the controller from the Switch. This is actually the sync here. But of course, if you put the controllers into the Switch, it automatically syncs. So you don't have to do button presses and all that. But yeah, let's get into the app here, which is what these are for. Did a little, that was different. I wonder if it's because of the controllers that, and you see the side there, it's gray instead of red, so okay, so maybe this is messed up because of the Pro controller started this the console first, because it's not working right now. So let me close, and then I'll do sleep mode, and then I'll see if I can wake it up with the NES controller. I don't know. Let's see, it's doing the scanning, but then it turns off. Let's see, do I have to, is it start and select to, start and select? Is it the top buttons here? Do I have to go up to the switch and do it manual? Let's see, B and A together. Okay, so does not seem to be a way to turn the console on from the NES controller. I was thinking that it might be like a button combination or something, but doesn't seem to be. So I think I'll turn the power on from the switch and then try and do. So it should find it. Alright, now it's number 1, so alright, it's in now. So let's try it again. And I think I probably should turn off the overhead so you don't get the light glare. Yeah, it's definitely different. Before you got the coin at the startup, and now you've got like the power up sound. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely different than regular. Oh, Super Mario 3 sounds. Whoa, why is it so blurry? Okay, so seems to be working okay. Let's get into a game, but I won't really play it really. Oh, you know what? The left and right is for the get the menu up. Oh, that's why. I was like, why is there left and right? And then I was like, oh yeah, Durr. Alright, and that's still the same. Alright, there's still no sound for this stuff. Alright, and yeah, I need the light back on because Durr, so you can't really see. But yeah, it's working. Alright, and let's start. And select doesn't do anything. So I don't know that it did anything on the original. But yeah, it's working. So yeah, that's really cool. So I'm wondering if I do this second NES controller, if there's any different sounds to it or not. So let me get the other controller. Alright, so I'm trying to do move around with the this is the second controller, but it doesn't let you do anything on the second controller. It's all on this first controller here. So let's see here. So yeah, I think that's it for the video here. So I wasn't expecting that there would be a different sound if you had the NES controller. And it actually has me curious if I turn the switch off and then power it on with the Pro controller, if it goes back to the red stripe and the other sounds. So let me test that out before I end in the video. Alright, so I've got just the Pro controller on now, and let's see if it goes back to the other sounds or not. Ah, yep, so it did go back to the regular, with the red on the side and just the generic sound for the going around the games and stuff. So wow, that's cool. Was not expecting that. So yeah, it does change depending on what controller you're using. So, or at least NES to Pro controller, and probably Joy-Con is. The Joy-Con and the Pro controller are probably the same, but yeah, the NES controller is different. Makes everything retro looking. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video of discovering along with me of the two NES controllers and all that. So, and some really neat features that I wasn't expecting, and maybe you guys weren't either. But I will also link to RGB's 85's, or is it RGT's? Yeah, 85 video where he'll do something similar, but he'll actually take the NES controllers apart and see and do the comparison of if they look similar or if they're different. So, and they will be a little bit different because of the left and right here, and of course there'll be a battery pack in here too. But yeah, so yeah, these are really nice build quality. It's very heavy. I wasn't expecting something like this to be so heavy, but it is a very nice quality controller. So wow, and it just immediately went to back to the silver or gray when I accidentally hit one of the buttons and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, now that's it. I've been rambling on too long. So later, everybody. Bye. Oh yeah, and thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, and bell thing and stuff like that. You know the drill.